E aí, pessoal, voltando, vamos dar uma batidinha aqui na porta, na puerta. E ver no que
The
dá.
din must have drowned out the sound of my knocking.
Vou bater de novo.
The din must have
Então vamos subir esse cara aqui, né?
Maybe there was a way in up there.
Onde que você vai
The
estar?
metal housing prevented me from getting to the fan.
Dá uma olhada aqui na janela.
It was the creep who'd kidnapped Nico, and I had a score to settle. The guy was partly hidden behind a stack of crates. I wouldn't have been hurt over the din of the fan. I couldn't reach the blades of the fan. If I'd stuck my fingers in there, I'd never be able to play guitar again.
Guitarra.
It was a powerful fan.
Violante. Os caras mandou salvar o jogo depois de fazer isso. Clique na janela, olha no interior, joga pro lado, usa o gancho no ventilador e assiste a sequência. Pô, vou perder essa bosta. Que pena.
That did the trick. The fan clunked and shorted out as its blades were mashed by the boat hook.
Hey, you make any more noise, I break your arms.
That bully needed to be taught a lesson.
Garzak's already mad because we didn't get the stone. You give me any trouble, I'll tell him it was all your fault.
Karzak? That must be his boss.
Ok. Ventilador, sai da janela, desce a escada e salve o jogo. É porque vai ter coisa que no mínimo a pessoa pode morrer. Então deixa eu salvar aqui o jogo. Salvar. Bata na porta, será atendido por Pablo Escobar.
Who is it?
Police! We want to talk to you about abduction, arson, and attempted murder.
You got a warrant?
Sure, I got a warrant. Open the door, I'll show you.
You wait.
That's got him scared and angry.
Vamos dar fora daqui, que eu acho que eu fiz a coisa certa. Eu acho que é esse daqui que eu tenho que fazer. É. Tchau, tchau, baby. Oh, não. Ok. Acho que agora dá pra entrar. É, eu já fiz a missão. A coisa sem fazer, mas beleza, vai. Entrar no armazém, quando entrar no armazém irei dar o save. É sempre bom dar save nesse jogo, porque em algumas partes a morte é certa. Vamos entrar aqui, fechar, salvar. Vamos bibliotecar aqui as gavetas, vai ter o índiozinho escondido.
The only interesting thing I found was a small brass key. It was locked. Among the paperwork which adorned the notice board was something which caught my eye. It was a delivery note from Condor Transglobal, and the address was Coromonte City. There was a notice. The room was filled.
Ok, feito isso, agora o quê? Descubra a cidade, vai olhar as caixas para ver.
All the crates were firmly sealed. All the crates.
Tô mandando eu olhar todas as caixas aí.
Whoa! Don't shoot! The little guy had a blowpipe. That confirmed my suspicions about what had happened to Nico. I waited for him to shoot me, but it didn't happen. Instead, he seemed to want to tell me something. What? What do you want? He seemed excited, almost desperate. What did he want so bad?
Vamos dar logo a chave pra ele.
Hi. I'm not going to hurt you.
Guaramonte!
Is that where you're from? Coromonte City?
Guaramonte! Guaramonte!
Okay. What does this key unlock?
Huh?
Nossa, ele é um anãozinho mesmo. Eu acho...
You're manacled. Who did this? That big thug? I'm gonna set you free, okay? Hey, come back here! The little guy had gone to ground amongst the stack of crates.
Ok, vamos subir o elevador, né?
Just in time. Interrupting the beam of light kept the doors from closing and stopped anyone from using the elevator. But what now?
Ok. Tá. É pra clicar. Mandou clicar nessa caixa aqui.
There. That would keep the doors from closing.
Ok.
I was wrestling with the small crate when I noticed the label on its side. Danger. Live contents do not drop. The statue looked as if it was Central or South American in origin. The statue looked... There wasn't much I could do with it. A sturdy beam was jammed across the doors. These doors were not going to open. The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch. The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue. It was a pulley. It wasn't much. There wasn't enough room to move the handle. There wasn't enough room to move the handle. No chance. Whatever those crates contained, they were heavy.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Papapá. Ah, interruptor. Aqui. Tô mandando eu apertar esse interruptor, não sei porquê. Ok, acender as luzes. Clique no engradado pequeno.
I didn't want to risk dropping the... The crate was labeled. There were small holes. The statue looked way too... There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope. There was an arc-shaped scratch on the floor, as if a door had been opened in the nearby wall. There didn't appear... My fingers traced the outline of a... Then I found a small round stud, which was set flush to the surrounding wooden paneling. Just as I'd hoped. A secret room.
Ah, isso aqui. Entre na sala e clique na call.
Nico! Hold still. This might hurt a little.
Ow!
Think yourself lucky you don't have a mustache.
Thank God it's you, George. How did you find me?
I'll explain later. We have to get out of here.
Where's Pablo, the big guy?
Out cold. Too much wine doesn't agree with him. Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. Untie me this instant.
Brabinha.
There. How are you feeling?
Oh, thanks, George. How on earth did you find me?
I knew Ubier had been in Marseille. But never mind about me. How about you tell me exactly what's going on, starting with that Mayan stone?
I picked it up from one of Karzak's men in Paris. I was expecting a consignment of narcotics.
Drugs?
Yes. The proof I needed to expose Karzak's smuggling operation. I'd set it up to act as his courier, and once I had the proof I planned to go straight to Inspector Mou. But instead of the dope I'd expected, they sent me that stone instead. And to find out more, I called Professor Oublier, who invited me to his mansion. At least, I thought it was Oublier.
I don't get it. If Karzak's business is drugs, why is he so desperate to get his hands on that stone?
Maybe it has some significance to the local people in Central America. It could be Karzak's means of getting them to work for him. Anyway, we've got to get out of here.
Nico, wait!
Vamos pegar o Tajima.
We can't use the elevator. If that thug Pablo's recovered, he'll be waiting for us.
We've got to do something. Where does that door lead to?
I'm not sure. Okay, tell me what you know about Condor.
Condor Transglobal exports Aztec and Mayan relics from Central America to Europe. But that's just a cover for the real business. Drug smuggling.
What proof do you have?
Nothing yet.
Look,
Yeah, but
the
we
little
can't
guy
pass it by.
downstairs was chained up with these.
That must have been Pablo's doing. I don't blame him, though. That little guy is dangerous.
You're still sore about that poison dart?
Of course I'm sore.
I found these in your bag.
Oh, they were a gift.
I know. I read the note.
God knows what was going through Andre's mind.
I think that's quite plain enough. Have you any idea who this little statue is supposed to be?
I'm not very well acquainted with Mayan deities, Georges. But whatever his name, he sure is ugly.
Do you recognize this?
Is that the dart which knocked me out?
That's right. I kept it as a souvenir. Did that Indian guy mistreat you?
If you forget about the abduction, verbal threats, and bondage, no.
Well, what about the little guy?
I don't think he knows where he is or what he's doing here. The big guy, Pablo, he brought Titipoco from the jungle.
Titty what?
Titipoco. That's what I heard Pablo call the dwarf.
Titi Poco.
Did I hear you refer to Inspector Moo?
Yes, you remember him?
Well, of course I do. But I thought he was dead.
Oh no, he reappeared after the broken sword case had blown over. When he found out who was in with the Neo-Templars, he went into hiding. Moo knew more than was good for him.
Does he know about our involvement with the case?
If he does, he's not telling. Still, he got a sudden promotion.
Did you know Ubier's wife was a film star?
No, I didn't know he was married. What happened to her?
She died. In mysterious circumstances, apparently.
How mysterious.
I heard she was murdered. Possibly by Ubier himself.
A murderer, huh? André said he was something of a celebrity.
Tell me about this Karzak guy.
Well, I saw him for only a few minutes, but he frightens me. I got the impression that Pablo was nervous when he was around too. His eyes, they're like a wild animal's, like a tiger. That's what scared me most about him. He looked so unpredictable and dangerous.
Do you know where Condor is based?
In Central America, a place called Quaramonte.
I saw that name on a docket downstairs.
Alright. Aqui eu já sei o que fazer. Eu acho que é pegar a corda e enfiar nessa estalta aqui. O negócio é que ele tem que arremessar aquela bosta ali pra fugir.
There wasn't much I could do with it. The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the... The rope wasn't long enough to reach the pulley.
Tem que fazer o que aqui, papapá? Ah, isso que é célula não sei lá o que.
Hopefully, the tape would prevent those doors from closing and stop the Indian from being able to call the elevator.
Sim, daí. Tá.
There wasn't enough room to move the handle.
Ah, acho que eu tenho que mover esse engradado aqui. Right.
The pallet rope...
What on earth are you doing?
Trying to raise the statue so I can hook it to that pulley.
Is that really going to help us?
I like to keep myself occupied in times of stress.
Se tu não faz nada, mulher, então fica calada. Mulher chata, retada.
The statue looked way too heavy for me to move. It was too heavy for me to move on my own.
Bem, pessoal, já deu tempo aqui, mas...
Could you give me a hand to push this statue?
eu não
What
atrapalhei.
for?
This, my dear, is our passport to freedom.
If you say so, dear.
Okay, push!
Push. Whee!
Great teamwork.
Nice to be working with you again, Mr. Stobart.
Se eu não estou bom, você vai ver ele. Ah, agora ele vai usar a corrente. Cadê Nicole?
Nico, I have a great idea.
Josh, where have you been?
Never mind that. Do you have the Mayan stone?
Maybe I have, but,
Don't argue, André. Give the stone to George.
well, of course. If you say so, Nicole.
Por que a gente tá aqui?
Thank you so much, Andre.
Georgie told me you'd been kidnapped, my dear. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Oh, but it was true. If it hadn't been for George, I wouldn't be here now.
It's not finished yet. Karzak's thugs will be back for that stone, you can bet. The best lead that we have is Coromonte City.
Coromonte? It's in Central America. That's where Ubier gets his artifacts.
That's all we needed to know. Come on, George.
Coromonte, the traveler's rear entrance to Central America.
A cara dela.
That's how it was translated in the brochure.
A roupa dele e a roupa
We didn't
dela,
know what we
meu
were
irmão.
looking for, but the
Meu,
offices
que
of
roupa dela
Condor
tá sendo
Transglobal
surpresa.
seemed a good place to start.
Hey, it's market day. I don't see any cabs. Let's ask someone how to get to Quaramonte City.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for any sign of Condor Transglobal.
Bem, pessoal, o vídeo termina por aqui, vai continuar no próximo vídeo, a gente continua essa saga incrível. Porque aqui é braba, que vai ter muitos diálogos, muitos desafios nessa cidade aqui, então fui.